Hey! What's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fight. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It is a day of another day of another day that we call Sunday. Ain't it really bad said what's going on, people? Hope everybody's doing everything as far as being safe on this weekend. If you brought somebody home with you, make sure you got them out the house. Unless you're the kind of person who just found someone that was so beautiful and, you know, you feel like it's a keeper, basically. You're going to be in a relationship with this person. You know, because there is love in the club, or there's love in reference to the laundromat or the mall, or, you know, even outside if you take a chance, you know, as far as giving yourself a chance, you know, and finding someone if you're willing to. You know, even though they always say it doesn't matter how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up and try again. Now, me myself, I can't take that advice because I can't take that advice because you already know I am a jaded bitter bitch, and this is not the work for me and stuff. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, so this is the thing that's going on as far as girls been contacting me and talking to me in reference to my older dolls, talking to the younger dolls. Now, my younger dolls out there, you know, that are very young, that's just starting your transition and stuff, don't be discouraged and stuff if some of the older dolls don't really respond back to you as quickly and probably as you would like. You have to understand, well, you don't have to understand, but hopefully with you listening to what I'm trying to tell you, you'll understand the reason why. It's nothing against you, but a lot of times when the older dolls get a chance to talk to the younger dolls, they don't want to hear it. They're at the point of their life where people done told them so many things, and people done told them how to do things, and listening to other people has stopped their happiness, and they know they have to stand in their truth, and they really want to hear what anyone else has to say. So I understand it, you know what I mean, because at one point, you know, I lived my life and stuff, and I really wasn't hearing nobody else to say, you know, when I did what I did as far as, you know, oopala. So this is the thing. Some older dolls, the reason why a lot of them, well, not a lot, I'm just going to say a few, don't want to talk to you in reference to transitioning is because she thinks that you don't really know what you're about to get into. She feels as though she don't want you to go through what she's going through and all that crying at night. Even though a lot of times we sit in front of the public or we are in front of everyone, we're smiling and we know we're all happy and stuff, but a lot of times a lot of us girls cry behind the scenes, you know, really not having them. And listen, I'm not saying every girl will say, well, I'm not like that. I hate to always have to say that, you know, because it's always somebody, I didn't say that, Raven. Well, I didn't say you. But you talking about me, Raven? No, it's talking about you either. You know, so I always have to say that I hate it. But the thing about it, if it applies to you, it applies to you. And the reason why I always talk to you and stuff, you know, even though I don't give up my phone number anymore because I learned about the lesson, but the reason why I talk to you is because I understand your transition and stuff. And I know that no matter what anyone tries to stop you, you're going to do it anyway. You know what I mean? So when I did what I did, it was someone that told me this. She was like, are you sure that this is what you really want to do? Are you really sure? And I was like, yeah. You know, but then I had no idea of the bomb that was going to be dropped in my lap. You know, once I did it and stuff, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, the thing about it, it bothers me a lot, but it don't bothers me. I think if I was to say that gullible person that walked through the earth, you know, didn't really pay anything anymore, I don't think it would bother me. Because it's funny, because I always think back and I think about that part of my life and stuff before I transitioned and stuff. And I was like, you know, Raven, the only thing different about you is you got, you know, boobies and stuff, but basically you would look and you might wear a couple of girl outfits. But the hair weave store, ever since they opened up, ever since this lady stopped me on the street before I transitioned, she's like, oh my God, you're so cute, I want you to be this model in my cable show. And she pulled me to the side and I was like, well, what do you want me to do? She said, I'm going to weave your hair. And I was like, weave my hair. And all I kept thinking was it was a wig, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. She said, come on, I'm telling you back there to time. So she did my hair and everything. And I was like, oh my God, but she sold it in. She was a professional and stuff. Now, like I said before, my best friend had told me to go ahead and glue it in because at that point that was totally different. Gluing it in and a professionally done is two different things. Trust me when I tell you, when they sew it, it's a totally different experience as far as you said with some glue in a mirror in your house and doing it. But anyway, that's it. I'm all the way off the topic and I'm sorry. You know, but the thing is, you know, the reason why a lot of girls don't want to help you is because the simple fact of the matter is they're going through hell. They're not happy, even though they present themselves to be happy. And some of them have to self-medicate as far as doing other things, as far as instead of drinking water and juices and, you know, herbs and stuff like that, they're actually getting high and doing other things, and they don't want to welcome you into this world because they feel as though if something ever happens to you, it'll be in their conscience, and they don't want. A lot of girls like us, we don't want nothing to happen to you, whether you like you or not. You know, we really don't want anything to happen to you, you know, and that's the world we live in. Even some that we don't even like, we stand up, we fight for them because we don't want nothing to happen to them. We may not like them, but with some of us, that's how I feel. Some people may feel different. Some people may be glad girls get murdered. That's not me. I don't agree with, listen. I just had a fierce argument with the guy who said another woman should be, this half of the girls falsely being murdered. And you can't blame the guy for doing it. Let me tell you something. Murder is murder. And if you murder someone, it is your fault. That's the reason why a lot of times I walk around and I say myself, you know, I kind of hide myself away from the world stuff because I know what lies. I know what lies in my anger issues, and I have to little talk to myself. Baby, you know you can't go to prison, girl. You know you can't go to prison for first-degree murder because you know you're going in. And the thing about it, I don't think a lot of times people understand what we're going through and stuff. And I know as a young trans woman that's just bumping into her, you know, her new transition and stuff, she has an idea, but she doesn't know what it's really like until you really stomp in the feet of it, you know what I mean? So when you stomping in it, you really in it, and the stuff that's happening to people being mean to you, you sit on the bus, people getting up, guys coming to sit to talk to you, they find out what you ought to get and walk away. I'm sorry, it's not funny. Get up there and walk away. And then it's the ones who want to be with you. It's just a lot, you know, and every girl's different. So every girl's story is a different story and stuff like that. But a lot of times the girls don't want to, you know, introduce you to this life. And I don't care how beautiful these girls look, how passable, whatever case may be. A lot of times, a lot of girls have very sad stories and stuff, and they don't want you to go through that. So it's not personal, but you just keep looking through, and the girls are, there are girls out there that try to help you and stuff, you know, as far as, you know, your transition, hair removal. Like I said before, if you want to get hair removal, I suggest you can get a Kia and stuff like that, laser. Here is the Tria laser right here, and they selling some type of selling stuff. You can look online, and they show you the different things that you would save money. It's only $4.49, and all the money you would save if you buy it yourself. And they show you the steps on, you know, how to do it and what you need to do and everything. So check out online on sale. Because I spent about almost $2,000 that I still need the laser. You know, I never really grew hair in my face. But the thing about it was it's just a moral, you know what I mean? If I spent my money, I'm going to get more about what I paid for, you know? So if I spent my money for this, and here it is, I'm still, you know. And I know it's not fair for me to say that because my ex-roomie, she's like, bitch, you don't even need to shave. But the thing about it's not the point. The principle of it, I paid almost $3,000 and I still have to shave. I shouldn't have to shave anything and stuff. And, you know, that's why I said, get it yourself in this way. If you wake up in the morning, you see some stubble, you just zip and it's off your face and there it is, you know, so don't waste your money on that. Just my opinion. Once again, if you feel as though you want to get it done, go for it. I'm not in the business of stopping you for whatever you want to do. And a lot of times the older adults are really talking to the young adults is because, like I said before, they know too much. And I understand it, but I don't understand it in a way, you know what I mean? Because we be fighting for you to live, and sometimes we feel as though it's just like a it's a loss, you know, and then we have to sit back and look at just, you know, and look, when one of you die, a part of us die as well, you know what I mean? So it bothers us, and we don't want nothing to happen to, well, I don't want nothing to happen to. I want you to live, I want you to be happy, I want you to have that picket fence, I want you to be the leader, I want you to break through barriers, I want everything that life that you could possibly have to be happy. I really do want it for you and stuff, but, you know, you just have to be really ready, and a lot of times the girls aren't really ready to give you the information, because they don't want you to get killed either. Not saying that it will, you know what I mean? But the thing about it is that we live in the belly of the beast, and people are just mean for no reason at all. And when people don't understand something, they automatically think, mark it off as bad. Once they get to know it, it may be a little bit more different, but you know, you just have to be careful and stuff. Anyway, that being said, you know, like I said before, you can always hit me up on ravenover@yahoo.com. So like I said, you know, ravenover@yahoo.com, or basically you can put some message. You know, if you have any comments, something you want to talk to me in reference to, something, you know, that you kind of don't want nobody to know about, you can always email me at ravenover@yahoo.com, which I talked about that before and stuff, just in case, you know, you don't have it. You know, as far as getting in contact with me and everything like that. Anyway, that being said, so I understand young girls are like, you know, they told me they said, well, they don't want to help us. The thing about it is that, like I told you before, sometimes the good messes the bad, but you know, you do have girls out here who do want you to be happy. And me, myself, I understand you only because when they tried to tell me, you know, not to do it, I was going to do it. And a lot of times, a lot of girls who like figure they would discourage you if you wouldn't just go ahead through it. But reality is that when your mind is set to do something, you only ask of us to help because you're going to do it anyway. Anyway, that being said. So, you know, I try to do my best. I'm not perfect, far from it. I'm a hot mess. I can never be with someone's mother because, honey, y'all be beating everybody along. Anyway, that being said, it's not funny, but it is what it is. Anyway. So hopefully you're having a safe Sunday and stuff. You know, everything's going well for you and stuff. Anyway, I've talked long enough. And I'm loving your feedback on this. And reference to my older dogs, why y'all don't really want to help the younger dogs is because you can't tell them nothing. It's not funny. You know, and my younger dogs and stuff, the reason why a lot of them don't feel as though they can tell you nothing, because a lot of times, this is the part I hate right now, because this is where everybody gets mad at me. No one is asking you to walk around say, oh, I'm TS, or I'm trans, I'm two-spirit, with a card in your hand, or just a beeper, beep, TS, beep, beep. The thing about it is that a lot of older dogs get upset because it gets harder trying to explain to you to stop tricking men. And not all girls trick men, but a lot of y'all do trick men, and if it's not applying to you, then it's not for you. And some girls say, I don't trick men, I don't feel as though they need to do. I'm not going to argue with you. That's your decision, and you go there and do what you got to do. And like I said before, I can only give the advice. It's up for you to receive it. If you don't want to receive it, guess what? It won't be received. There it is. But if you ever wonder why all these older dogs got longevity, it's because someone helped her and she listened. And a lot of times we want to help you, but we can't make you do something you don't want to do. And a lot of girls could have something to say, Raven, I need to tell him, but I don't feel as though you need to tell a lot of them either. But when I feel as though it's gotten to the point where you're at this house and you know, you want to go to his house and you want to have sex with him, I think you should tell her. That's my opinion. Jenna Mock didn't do that, basically, but that's on her. She played a very dangerous game, and trust me, it does not always work in that favor and stuff. Anyway, the man said, I love your feedback on this, and I want to let you know I love you, and I want to thank you for watching. Catch the Rain.